Hello and welcome back. In our last video, we pushed our application to Heroku, and now if you want to see how it looks on Heroku, you can just type in Heroku open in your terminal, and this will open up your application on Heroku. There it is. This is how mine looks. That's after pushing it to Heroku. Okay. As you can see, there's my URL blog 22. Yours is going to be different. Blog 522 is mine. Okay, so next, let's talk a little bit about what was created here. So to make it easier to read, I'm just going to stop my server here and then close that window, and I'll close the other two at the top. QA is quit all, then close it. All right, so let's just talk about what just happened here. Scroll. It's always good to just read and see what your command just did. So we ran this command here, which up here. Let me go back up. Okay, so we ran Rails generate scaffold, this the title, the body, and we skipped the style sheets. It didn't skip the, so it didn't create the style sheets. So it created a model. This is where our posts are gonna be. And then it also created a controller, which is called posts, and it created views. So look at all these files that it created. So it created an index page, and then a way for us to edit. The show page is going to show each blog post. The index is going to show a list of our blogs, our posts in this case. This is just to create a new post. And this form is a partial. You remember we worked on partials earlier to build up our layout. So we'll talk a little more about this when we get to it. Okay, and then you can just ignore the rest of these. And then we pushed to Heroku. This is all Heroku. And then this is the database migration, Rails DB migrate. Remember that let me show you the whole line that we ran. Okay, so we pushed to Heroku. We pushed to GitHub, git push GitHub, git push Heroku. And then we did Heroku run Rails DB migrate. And this is what creates the migration in our production database. Okay, so I'm going to clear this. Then the next thing we want to do is go into the Rails console. So Rails console, and again, there's a short way to get into it. I'm sure you can guess. It's Rails C. Okay. Then let's just play around in the data in the Rails console a bit. So this is a way for us to play around with our data in Rails. So it's taking its time to get there. So let's give it some time. Okay, there we go. Okay, once you're in, you just type in. No, we don't have users. We have posts, right? So we just want to say post.connect. I think it's connection. Yeah. All right. Then let's type in post now, and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so these are let's see how many posts that we have. So to see how many posts, we can say type in post.count. You see we have 0 posts. But to create one, we just have to type in post. Let's just say post 1 here. Post 1 equals, that's our first post. Post 1 equals post.create. Open and close parentheses. And then we're going to give it a title. The title is going to be first post. And the next thing we want to do is give it a body. Then we just type in, this is the body of my first post. Okay, so we have all that. Then let's hit return. See, it tells us that it created a new post for us. And now let's do the count again. Post.count. Okay, we have one post in there. Now imagine how tedious this is, like having to go in here and create your post every time you need a new post to play around it and test. So what Rails gives us is a seed file. So copy this line here that we ran. Let's copy that line, and then we're gonna get out of the console. Just Control D, and then I'm gonna just open up some. I'm gonna split up my window here. So Shift Command D, and then Command D. I have what I need. And then the seed file is in the DB, so I'm going to type in vim db seeds. All right. Then there's going to be text at the top. Go ahead and read that. I'm going to remove it. See that? It's just telling you how to create your widgets. So I'm going to remove it and put in what we copied from the database. Okay, so there we are. And let's just make 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna call that 2, and then the next one 3, and then the next one 4. Then the next one is 5. Okay, and then I'll go to FFFF change. We don't need to change that. This one is 2. This one is 3. Third, actually, let me write it correctly. This one is second. In Vim, that's what I like about Vim. You can do all these things quickly. I'm just hitting CW for change word, and this would be the 4th post, and then this one is CW change word is going to be the 5th word. 5th. Okay, I see I made an error at the beginning there in the name of this one. So to get to the beginning in Vim, you just hit 0, takes you to the beginning. Then I'm going to say CL, which is change letter, and 5. Okay, so we're done with that. Now let's run the following command: Rails DB. Remember, we only had 1 post in the beginning. Now we're going to have 5. Rails DB setup. This will drop our database and seed it. It will just clean it up. Okay, let's type in Rails C to see what's in there. And another quick way to do this. Okay, post. Let's just say post. POST, capital P. You see, we have 5 of them in there. Then let's fire up the Rails server so we can see them in the UI. Over here, which is a /posts. That's how we get to it, /posts. Then we should see a list of our posts here. This is the index page. This is a list of our posts, and then we're gonna make this look much better in as we move along. Okay, so that's it for this screencast. We're gonna stop right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.